Welcome to another Give SI Nonprofit Spotlight. Right now we're going to spotlight the Walker Borum Foundation, and joining me is Andrea Borum.
Hi.
Andrea, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So can you start off by talking about what the Walker Borum Foundation actually does?
So the Walker Borum Foundation provides a baby book to every baby born at Memorial Hospital of Carbondale. We also give a flyer out with the book that explains the importance of early literacy to parents so that they can get off on the right foot reading to their babies.
Fantastic. My wife is a retired librarian,
Oh,
so
perfect.
I
Yeah.
know she'll love
Yes,
to
yes.
hear about this. So how did this foundation come about?
Okay, so I taught public school for 10 years. I was a fifth grade teacher in Carterville, and literacy has always just been something I'm really passionate about. And I went back to school in 2020 to get my master's in reading education. And it was there that I started realizing and learning and reading about all these statistics about early literacy and how important it was and how big of an impact it could have on a child and their academic success in the future. And all of these statistics were about a child before they were 5, like 0 to 5. And so I was like, oh my gosh, parents need to know this. Like, this is so important that we need to tell parents this, like, as soon as they have the baby. That was just kind of an idea that I had in the back of my head, didn't do anything with it. And then fast forward to August of 2021, my son Walker, he passed away at 4 months old of SIDS. And through that trauma and through that pain, I just needed a way to put a purpose behind that. And I needed something to remember him by. And so I started the Walker Borum Foundation. And so I took that passion that I had for literacy and I put Walker's name with it. And the Walker Borum Foundation was born.
What a great legacy for him.
Yeah, for sure.
So I know you give out books to every child born at Carbondale Memorial, right? So what are some of the books? Are
So I
these
brought
examples?
some. Yeah. So we started with this. So I change the book every year in case you have a baby, right after the last one. So every year we change. So I have, the first one we did was The Sunny Day. And then we did Baby Bear. The one that we are currently giving out right now is Baby Duckling. And then we're going to change it. Then my next order of books, I'm going to change it to The Lion and the Mouse, which is just a classic Aesop fable. And it's just beautiful illustration. So I'm really excited to start giving this one out.
Oh, fantastic.
So,
I know we have a tradition if there's a baby born in our family, we give out books.
Yeah.
It's like, it's like the baby gift, it could be diapers or, formula or something like that. But there's also books so that, and books that they can grow into as well, because that is such an important
It's so important.
part.
Yeah.
So you say you did research on this. So what difference does it make in a child's life to have that early reading to them from a parent?
Yeah. So we know research tells us that from birth to 5, actually I think it's birth to 3, a baby's brain develops 85%. And so I feel like that statistic really matters for parents because that's a time that they're, most of the time just with their parents. They're not even in school yet.
Right.
And so children that are exposed to early literacy and read too often, their vocabulary they have a vocabulary of like over 1 million words over children who are not. Like I said, it helps with their brain development. Research has shown that if they're read to from an early age, their reading scores are higher by 3rd grade, which is a huge predictor of future academic success.
Yes, I bet.
Yeah.
So do you have any tips for parents when it comes to reading to their children?
Yeah.
Are there some guidelines that you could share that can make it a little easier to do?
So I have a 7, 3, and 1-year-old at home. So we read a lot. And my 1-year-old loves the same book. And parents ask well, if we only have one book or they want to read the same book every day, is that okay? Are they still getting, yes, the answer is yes, you can read the same book. You can even just talk to them about the pictures. You don't have to actually read every word on the page. You can talk about the pictures after you've read it several times to them. And for my 1-year-old also, she is squirmy and doesn't always sit still through the whole story. But I have found that books that make sound or books that have flaps in them, that are interactive, those are really good for our littlest readers.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Yeah.
I know we have a 2-year-old granddaughter who's that squirmy stage as well, and it's hard to get her to sit still for very long to look at a book.
Yeah, for sure.
So you partnered with Give SI and the Southern Illinois Community Foundation. How has that partnership helped you?
So I do 2 main fundraisers a year. The first one is in April around Walker's birthday. And we do a big push in April. That's like kind of our spring fundraiser. And then we do this one. And so our operating budget is just around $10,000 a year. And so I'm asking for $5,000 this year. And all of those funds go directly to just buying the books, the flyers. And then on the back of the book, we usually put a sticker just so that people know that that book came from us. And it goes to paying for the stickers. And that's really our only cost. And that's where all the funds go.
And so if people want to get involved with your organization, the best way is to make a donation during Give SI.
Absolutely.
Or in April when you have your other fundraiser. But so it's not a matter of donating books because you have specific books that you give out. So your need really is that financial donation. Okay.
Yep.
And so is there anything else you'd like to share about your organization with those who may be watching this?
I just want to encourage everyone to just read with their kids and enjoy that process, even if, it seems redundant or you kind of want to skip the bedtime book. Just really soak up those moments and just know that it is impacting their brain development.
Yeah, as a girl dad and a girl granddad, 2 grandsons and 1 granddaughter, the time is fleeting.
Yeah.
It goes by so fast.
Yes, it does.
And so make the most of it while you can. And a book is a great way to do that.
That's right. Yep.
Andrea, thank you so much for
having
sharing
me.
your story and about your organization.
Thank you.
And for more information on the Walker Borum Foundation and all the great nonprofits throughout Southern Illinois, you can go to givesi.org and learn how to give to these great organizations. And remember, Give SI for good forever for Southern Illinois.
Give SI is made possible by Oasis. We More Better. Video services provided by ManVoice. Additional funding for Give SI is made possible by these sponsors.